I don't think I've ever gone from the car to the podcast quicker than I just did. I just got in from Boston, the big commute from Boston to here. I was at effectively what was a corporate retreat, and somebody goes, how about murder mystery? But I don't think anybody really knew what the hell it was. Today was like the first half of the morning was just work stuff. Then all of a sudden, like in come these two actors and like, you know, improv actors in effect.
Wow.
And one of them has like, you know, like two young people. One of them has like a tie wrapped around his head and like some like band t-shirt. And the other one has like a green wig and like a skirt. And they're like, they waltz in and they start like method acting immediately. They're like, like, and we're all sitting at like a conference table, you know, just like working. And they're like, boy, do you want me to leave this door open? Do I leave this door open? They're like, yeah, of course, leave it open, Frito. You're like, what's going on? And, you know, and I come from the world of, you know, performing arts and stuff. And so like, it's you know, I've not my first.
Assume a character.
Yeah, like, shit.
But you're right. It's time for the murder mystery.
But there's people in the room who are like project managers and like enterprise data architects, and they're all like the fun part. The thing I delighted in was looking around the room and being like, "How are you all enjoying this?" And they start handing out thrift store costumes to everybody, and like I said, there's top hats, sunglasses. And they hand out binders to everybody and worksheets that are like clues, the suspect, you know, what notes, whatever. And you look at the first page of your binder, and it was like I was the character Muzzy Mustard, and they were like, Muzzy is a groupie for her favorite band, and I'm like a woman in this. Like for her favorite band, Frito and the Lays. And I guess like this guy, he's playing a character named Frito, who's the headliner for some battle of the bands or something. And you've been like fucking him on the side.
Oh boy.
It's like straight up what it is.
You've gone to character right away.
Present them. And like my friend Ashley she played like the girlfriend. And so we were supposed to be, you know, opposed to one another, and they start, I don't know, they're just kind of like improving through a whole lot of this, doing like British accents and stuff. But they had like this was like music themed. And so the idea was that we were at like a battle of the bands, and like three fictional people die. And then we have to figure out who it was based on clues by interrogating one another. And you have to like pay each other fake money to get clues, and the clues come from their binder. Then you sit down again, and then the actors like ask you to basically recite what's in your binder. And everybody's like giggling the whole time because everybody's dressed stupidly and having to say things that aren't true to them. And it was really, really odd. And at the end, the actors were like, and we also do birthday parties, but you know, like we'll do like children's birthday parties, but you know, it's not a murder, you know, the crime that's committed. Like, what is it? Like white collar crime, like insider trading? I told Nina that, and Nina was like, maybe it's like the Galactic Senate is fighting the Trade Federation's blockade on the Naboo. Like, oh shit. And we started talking about it just now. I was like, you know, you bring that up, and I realize I don't really know after all these years, I don't really know what the plot to the Phantom Menace is. I'm like, I know that the Trade Federation is blockading Naboo until they can coerce the Queen into signing a treaty. And I was like, but I don't know what the treaty is. And I started Googling it. Wikipedia had nothing for me. And Reddit had a little something. They were like, actually, in Darth Plagueis, the novelization, you know, the novel Darth Plagueis, you find out that it has something to do with like their plasma exports or something. And I was like, so they didn't. So the movie literally doesn't explain what one of the central plot mechanics is all about. The treaty.
Yeah, you get lost in a lot of that stuff because it's like then they're worrying about the Sith, and then Yeah, and then like in the next movie, you get the Separatists, and those are also confusing.
Because the whole thing really is just a plot of Palpatine's to overthrow Chancellor Valorum.
Yes. At the end of the day, but
how did everybody get But the treaty matters in this whole thing, you know, because they wanted some plasma, maybe exclusive rights to plasma.
Yeah, they're forcing them to sign something.
Fucking weird movie. Yeah, it's a very old meme at this point from Red Letter Media and stuff that like, why would children want to watch like, you know, politics? But it's not just that. It's like also the politics go unexplained, basically.
It's like the person writing it was uninterested in the politics.
Well, it's very simple. It's a legend that's passed down from generation and culture to culture, generation to generation. You know, almost every ancient story, there's a blockade by some kind of like a trade federation, and they're going to get, you know, the princess, queen, you know, whatever you want to call it. They're going to get her to sign a treaty, and the treaty almost doesn't matter what the treaty is. Would you tell me what it is?
There's always two Sith.
So there's always two. So one's always trying to kill the other one. So they're really very ineffective. So they're actually not a threat at all.
They're trying to get the treaty signed, or not, or I don't know.
Childlike ideas. And he's gonna coerce the queen into signing some kind of a treaty, but nobody knows what the treaty is. It's all geopolitical.
Geopolitical.
I'm a little punchy. I was just in the fucking car for 2.5 hours.
In episode 3, he launches an attack on the Imperial capital himself. He launches an attack on New York. And then he gets captured, and then he sets up Count Dooku to get killed, and then he seduces to the dark side Anakin Skywalker to make him Darth Vader.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.